Craig Sager, David Aldridge working the sideline. Of the highlight of the first half was about a 2-minute spree that took place in the second quarter. Just incredible end-to-end action.
Well, in all-star games, you're always going to get that up and down play, but Dwight Howard here with the vantage point comes up with the steal right here. Does the right thing, get it to his guards. The moon alley-oop to LeBron James, to Superman himself. Dwight Howard with the finish. 5 for 5, 12 points.
Our vantage point, camera vantage point in theaters on Friday, we should point out. On the pregame, Doug, you were talking about LeBron James, and as it turns out, he goes out and puts together a stat line which has him, I would think, as the early line favorite for MVP honors.
Well, Marv, I think in a game like this, people really get a chance to see what a great passer LeBron James is. I mean, he has to average 31 points a night for Cleveland, but with this group of guys, you see the touch pass. He's so strong, and he's so tall. He sees over defenses. Soft. And what just bounce pass here between two defenders for the easy score. 7 assists for LeBron James, and really that's the difference in the game. The points off the turnovers and the fast breaks way in favor of the Eastern Conference.
And a look at tonight's Jeep game summary. Terrific shooting by both teams. The East at 33 of 57 for the 58%. The West 28 of 52 at 54. How about 19 attempts from three-point land for the East? 11 dunks for the East.
Well, if I'm Byron Scott, I got to start searching for some trades on my teams. They're really not getting the job done here. Only 1 point in fast break points. You've got to shuffle this up a little bit. I got to look for trades here. Oh, it's an all-star game, right? You can't trade anybody?
Well, but in fairness, Tim Duncan played 8 minutes in the first half, and Yao Ming played 8, and he probably won't play much more this second half. So the big guys, the advantage of the West really was neutralized by the East being able to get out and get in that open court.
Reggie very quick on the trigger. Get rid of these guys.
Get rid of these guys.
All right, third quarter underway, and there's the bowl-like pass from Kidd. Wade with the reverse, yes, and the foul. So Dwayne Wade will go to the line. Wade now with 10 points.
Michael Jordan made this shot famous, Coach. You coached him for so many years when he was going to the hole with the little flip over the top of the shoulder right there. You feel the contact, you turn your body, you use the glass.
Nash going for the steal and picks up a second. No, it was deflected out by Wade. Iverson for Duncan, and the pass knocked aside. Let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, following up on what Reggie was talking about with Byron Scott, I asked Byron who in that locker room wants to make this competitive and not just entertaining. He said Allen Iverson spoke in the locker room, said this is ridiculous. We're getting run off the court. We're not getting back. It's 21-1 in our fast break points off turnovers. He says we want to win this game. Let's go out there and let's not embarrass ourselves. So AI, the answer for you, Reggie.
Well, AI has also got 6 turnovers in the first half, so he has to clean up his game a little bit as well.
Critical there, Coach.
Well, no. I always say if a guy's going to speak, I love that. But, you got to throw yourself into the heat there if you're part of the problem.
Meanwhile, the East has equaled its biggest lead of the night, led by as many as 11 earlier in the first half. Yao stepping back for a 3. Well, Yao Ming enjoyed that. And Carmelo Anthony now with 12 points.
Well, I know there's one guy over there on the bench who's not going to play in this second half. Triple Ocho, Kobe Bryant. Like I said, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. In these All-Star games, those guys, as LeBron James knocks down another 3, Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson were the best tone-setting players in these All-Star games. And you can add Kobe to that list because it doesn't matter who's on the floor. He's going to play 100% all the time.
Allen Iverson coming right back, and we're told that Kobe Bryant is back in the locker room, so did not even come out for the second half. Checking the stats, we saw Yao Ming a moment ago attempt that three-pointer during the regular season, and I would think that they were forced shots with the clock running down. He attempted only 2 from beyond the three-point line. The East up by 10. Kidd finding Bosch, and he was stripped. And here's Iverson giving it up to Nash.
A little bit of that running game, Reg, you talked about. Now with Steve Nash and Iverson and Carmelo out there, they can get into more of that attack.
Bosch. And punched out to Iverson. Iverson and Nash in the backcourt now for the West. Nice pass, but Duncan blows the stuff. And Kidd looking for Bosch to his right. And that pass from James picked off. Here's Anthony. The West within 6. Carmelo Anthony has 14 points.
You know, it was kind of interesting listening to Dwight Howard talk to Craig Sager right before half, saying they have to run with the West. And we know the West has so many athletic runners with Steve Nash as Dwight Howard with yet another dunk. And it's kind of surprising they want to run with the West, who's known for running. The East, really not.
Howard now with 14 points. 6 of 6 from the field. Here's the lob. Put down on the follow by LeBron James.
But when you look at the makeup of the West team, Reggie, they got big guys. Look, they got Yao Ming, they got Tim Duncan, Carlos Boozer, Dirk Nowitzki. Here's the replay where LeBron missed. So they've got a lot of big guys. David West, where the East is a very small lineup.
Yao Ming with a nice move, and he draws the foul. The West with Tim Duncan, Carmelo Anthony, Yao Ming on the front line with Allen Iverson and Steve Nash in the backcourt. And the foul is called on Howard, his second.
Yes, terrific footwork for a big guy. You know, you think of it, Reggie, you talk about all the teams that love to run in the Western Conference, but I mean, how hard it is for this man every single night to run up and down the floor and keep pace in the Western Conference. I have such admiration for him. Anytime you've talked to anybody who's coached him or, you know, been around him, his work ethic, what a great teammate he is. He's a big part of Houston playing much better basketball now.
Yes, the Rockets have won their last 8. They're 32-20 as they vie for a playoff spot, just 4.5 behind the Hornets and the Suns. Bosch keeps it alive and fires one up and hits. Chris Bosch of the Toronto Raptors extending to an 8-point East lead. The kid stepping away, challenging Iverson to take the shot. And now he does, and he scores.
Allen Iverson is a competitor. You know, I think about the 3 strong-willed guys in this league: Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, who's injured for tonight's game, and Allen Iverson. You know what you're going to get from those 3 guys night in and night out is Dwayne Wade with the turnaround fadeaway. Those 3 guys probably play the hardest.
And Iverson just hates to leave the court. Leads the NBA in minutes played. James, what a move.
You know how hard that shot was? I mean, he drifted 7 feet in the air from where he caught that ball, and has such great leg streaks, he was able to square his shoulders to the basket. What a shot.
And again, Yao looking for the three-pointer, and way off. Perhaps he will retire the three-point shot. Here's the lob, and James, once again, he now has 19, along with 8 rebounds and 8 assists.
It didn't take Yao Ming long to get into the spirit of the game, stepping out behind the three-point line.
Well, he saw Dirk at the three-point competition and said, look, that's a 7-footer that can knock him down from long range. Why can't I?
Anthony had it stolen by Kidd. Kidd for Bosch.
What a beautiful passing touch. The guy just threads the needle, and more importantly, Mark, when he does that, he gets it right to his shooter, what he can do something with, and he doesn't handcuff you with the pass.
Jason Kidd now with 6 assists. Steve Nash. So that ends at 8.